Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another episode of your favorite talk show, Bahrain Now, with me, your host, Bara Abdallah. We've got a great show coming up featuring great local talents, initiatives, and happenings from around the island. So stay tuned. We'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, making her passion her career, Chef Suzanne Sennett, founder of Whisk a Cause, charity organization, and Saveur by Sue, is here in the studio today to tell us more about her passion for cooking. Well, good evening, Susan.
Good evening. How are you?
Good. What about yourself?
I'm good.
Great. So there's a lot going on in your life, right?
Yes.
So let's start with Whisk a Cause.
So Whisk a Cause is a charity organization. I was inspired by my sister. She has her own organization as well. It's called Spread a Smile. She puts a lot of good with all her work. She always puts good into the world. So I decided, having a talent and loving cooking, I should put it in a good cause. And it's founded by my friend and partner Safiya Al-Ali as well.
Okay.
So she's a very talented baker. So we decided to put our hands together and put it into a good cause.
Beautiful.
So that's what started it.
Beautiful. Shout out to Safiya, that's for sure. I mean, I even love the name, Whisk a Cause. Like, I went to Google today to check out what the word whisk means. I'm like, oh, whisk cause together. Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah,
Two worlds
thank
together,
you.
cooking and charity organization coming together. Love it,
Thank
definitely.
you.
So tell us more about yourself. When did you discover that, you just love cooking? What was it?
I decided that I loved cooking when I was in a very young age. I started going, because I was very close to my mom, so I was very inspired by her. I wanted to copy her. So I'd always go with her in the kitchen, try to copy her doing things. And so I started at 6. I started I would because I was the youngest as well, and they would tell me, go do this, go do that. So I learned while doing all these things. And I from the feedback that I got and the encouragement from my family was amazing. That's what kept me and pushed me forward to pursue this as a career.
Love this. So what was your first dish? You took your time, this is gonna be it.
This is going to be it. My first dish, I can't remember, but I started with dessert. Actually, my cousin once brought this cake. My mom's Saudi, so they brought this cake from Saudi. It was like a red velvet, and when you open it, chocolate falls down. It was amazing, and they were all amazed by this cake. And I was I was 11 or 12 back then. And I was like, I can do the same. And they all laughed and they were like, yeah, show us.
All right.
Yeah, and then I went to the supermarket the other day and I I used Betty Crocker, but that wasn't the point. That wasn't the point. The point was I added into the thing. I never go by the recipe. If I'm gonna take a recipe, I always elevate it to how I like it, to my tasting.
Okay.
So even using Betty Crocker, I changed it and I actually did it the same as the cake they brought.
All right.
And they were all amazed. And then my mom took me to baking classes after it, directly after it.
Wow. So how did it feel going to a baking class?
It felt good, but I was the youngest there. They were all 30s, 20. I was 11, 12.
Wow.
So it was good, but it was I felt like I had to compete, but I loved it because I would learn from them, and it felt amazing being the youngest one there,
Wow. So interesting. So that was a good start. You went to baking class or classes at this point actually, and then there was a point, I'm sure, that you thought to yourself, I'm good. I'll make this a career. When was that tipping point?
That tipping point was high school, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I loved cooking, and I never knew that I never saw a woman being chefs. It wasn't something I've seen in Bahrain. Right now, there's a lot.
Right.
But when I was younger, there wasn't anyone who was out there and known as a chef. So I never knew that I could use it as a career, but I wanted something to do with it. So when I was in high school, everyone, like they bring in colleges and you get to choose, and I was like, I didn't want that. I wanted culinary school.
Okay.
So yeah, I decided I wanted it to be my career in high school, where everyone was joining in something so simple as business, not simple, but like the usual. Yeah. So I didn't want to be the usual.
It's very interesting to see what's happening right now, as time is definitely changing. There is right now, I would say, the brand of being a chef right now, it has more respect to it now today, right?
Yes.
It's like, oh, I'm a doctor, I'm an engineer, I'm a chef. So today, you feel like this is happening?
Yeah, especially in Bahrain, like it's growing more. It's like there's a lot of people giving support in this career, in this industry. Before there wasn't. It was usually more of Europeans and Indians, and now it's like more of Bahrainis are out there showing the talent that we have.
Love this, love this. So now from Whisk a Cause to another brand you have. Let me make sure that I'm saying it right. Saveur by Sue.
Saveur by Sue. Yeah, I told you, I'm pretty sure we're butchering the name.
Both of us. We're having fun.
Yeah. Yeah, so Saveur by Sue started when I was, so I have my open account in Instagram, and a lot of people, when I used to post food and everything, they were like, where can we try your food? Where can we?
Right.
So I decided to open an account and sell baked goods.
Okay.
And from there, I stopped selling on Instagram, and it grew more. It grew so right now I took from Saveur to Sue by supplying desserts alongside with my partner as well, Safiya. So yeah, we're supplying goods to coffee shops in Bahrain.
Amazing, amazing. One thing I noticed about your account is that you have this approach in the sense you are on the media a lot. So like you're Chef Ramsay without the attitude, I would say. Right? Yeah. Like way calmer, cool and nice, But do you see yourself like you're gonna be a bit of both? Like you can be a chef, definitely so good at that, but at the same time you're gonna produce some content on the side. Would that be something you'll be interested in?
Yeah. I'm working on posting more content, as in cooking and recipes, and being more active, because I want to share what I have. As there's one thing I wrote is when I opened this account, it was to share my journey and how it's gonna go.
Right.
So one of those things is I want to as well give back to people who want to learn, who want to know new recipes. So I'm trying to be active more and post more.
Amazing, amazing. So with all that's going on right now, a lot of exciting things happening in your life. What is your future? Any plans, teasers?
Future, yeah, I would I want to plan, but at the same time, there's always another road that comes through.
Okay.
One of the bigger plans that I have is I want to, of course, have a chain of restaurants, make Bahrain proud. Okay. Get my name big and out there.
All right.
In Bahrain.
Saveur by Sue. Going international, right? Do you want that to go international?
Not that name, but another name for sure. Right. Something that doesn't get butchered in pronunciation, but yeah.
All right, definitely.
Something by Sue.
Amazing stuff, very inspirational. Any last words to your viewers?
Yeah, I would like to say that if there's a will, there's a way. So anyone who has a talent and wants to pursue but is scared to pursue in it, I feel like you guys should be confident and don't let age matter, because there's always people put their guards down on because they're young and they won't be able. It's I feel like now there's a lot of young successful people. It's I think the time. So go and do what you love most.
Go and do what you love most. Thank you so much for being with us here on Bahrain Now.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's a pleasure, definitely.
It's my pleasure as well.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, she's gonna go international. Watch out for Susan. All that took place right here on Bahrain Now. ladies and gentlemen, an artist whose paintings are showcased at different exhibitions and galleries around Bahrain, and her daughter who's following in her footsteps. We're joined tonight by artist Mariam Musakhani and her daughter Sophia Sultani. Well, welcome to Bahrain Now. Good evening.
Thank you very much. Good evening. Thank you for having us.
Definitely. And Sophia, how are you?
Good.
Awesome, awesome. So I love what's happening here. I'm sure there's a beautiful story to be told. But first of all, let us know about you. How did you start in the world of paintings?
Painting always has been part of my life. Painting was my childhood passion. I started very early. As a memory, I remember when I was a kid, always I was taking my painting supplies for when we were traveling summer holidays or any time of the year. And I just have a memory of when I was a kid, around 9 years old, I participated in a school art exhibition and won the first prize.
Beautiful.
So probably that was one of the reasons that I got more encouraged to spend more time for painting. And obviously my parents were always amazing encouragement, and they were trying to encourage me to participate in more exhibitions and do more painting, take more painting courses. And I took several courses as a kid.
Okay.
Pencil painting, acrylic, I did charcoal, and I did, for example, several painting courses I did. And I still keep painting and still taking courses because I think there's no limit for painting and art.
I love this. You know, I used to be more into paintings and drawing when I was like between the age of 6 till 12. But I stopped at 12.
That's a shame.
I know, right? But so my question to you, what kept you going up until now? I mean, all that happened when you were a child or when you were a kid or maybe a teenager at this point, right? But you kept going.
Right.
What made you keep going and motivate to be a painter up until today?
So painting, honestly, it's like a relaxing for me, relaxing time. I really enjoy it. It's like a energy booster. I love it. I enjoy it, and it's my passion. So when I paint, I forget about the whole stress of life, and it just relaxes me a lot. And when honestly I get attached to my painting, they become like my babies. So it's fun. I really enjoy it.
Love
it's the hobby that I'm enjoying doing it, and I really like it.
It's therapy.
Yes, definitely.
Love that. Love
yes,
that,
I call it sometimes me time, meditation time. So it's amazing.
So when Sophie and Eliana comes to you, knocking on your doors, me time, I'm painting.
Not really, I can do that. I really enjoy painting with my girls. Eliana used to do more often, and Sophia keep going on.
Okay.
And she's always around when I'm painting. She's giving me good ideas, and she enjoys painting with me. It's a very good quality time of mother and daughter.
I love this. Definitely, it's a good story right there, a good way to relate to your kids. Now from that, let's go to the young artist over here. So you're following your mother's footsteps.
Yeah.
Why did you want to do that?
Seeing my mom like paint and like go to the art room, I always wanted to try it, and once I tried it, it was very peaceful and I liked it a lot, so I continued.
Simple as that.
Yeah. I have a very funny memory. Once I was painting, and
It must be really funny. Okay, popcorn.
Yes. No. It's so funny. While I was focusing deeply in my art, all of a sudden I see a little hand full of color in my canvas. What was happened? She found my color palettes.
Right.
She put her hand in it, and the next step, immediately step was putting on mom's. She wanted to be part of my painting. So since then I decided, no, she needs to have her own canvas and her own colors. She started painting. She was 3 or 4, I think.
I can imagine. It's like, look, Mom, high five.
Yeah, that was a high five to my canvas. That the part that I didn't want to paint it, I wanted to keep it pure white, but I needed to cover it.
Okay, well, when your mom decided that she needed your own space, do you remember your first painting?
It was probably handprints or something like
The
that.
high five, right?
Yeah.
She did a great job. She has that painting hanging in her bedroom now.
Do you see yourself reliving your life again through Sophia's life as a painter?
Yes, of course. I think we can make a good teamwork, and we can do paintings, lots of paintings together, mother and daughter.
Beautiful. I can see a story here, and you never know, one day can be like a movie, right?
Yes.
You know, Sophia and Madam going together to exhibitions, fighting the world against all the challenges.
That's true.
Speaking
We
of
can do-
challenges, have you faced some as a painter so far?
Challenges, to be very honest, one of the most challenging thing for me is finding the time and the right mood to paint.
Right.
But when I start, I can't stop. I enjoy it so much that I can't stop. And the other thing is for me finding the right space in the house to paint.
Wow.
Yes, because
Okay.
it takes a good big area for painting, and I end up dedicating one of the room in the house to my painting room. The other thing, it was for a while we didn't have many art galleries in Bahrain,
Right.
but Alhamdulillah, thank God we have good numbers of art galleries nowadays that artists can showcase their art pieces, and hopefully there is more chance for people to pick up the art pieces. So it's
Love
amazing.
This. I love this. I can see some of your art right here taking place at the studio. So you're saying that the moment you start, you just can't stop.
That's true.
And I can definitely see that with that painting right
That's
there.
true.
There's a lot going on over there. Now, I'm not sure the story behind it, but can you tell us a bit?
Can you guess?
Can I guess? Interesting. Okay. So, now, this beautiful lady holding on to a goal, a mission, or even to a potential in the future, right? Same time, she doesn't know how strong she is. So she is surrounded by her true potential that she doesn't know, but she's looking at something that's small, but she is that great herself.
That's amazing.
That's
you
amazing.
did a great job. Well done.
Really?
Yes.
Is it true?
Partly, that's the wisdom ball
Okay.
that she's carrying, and this is the wisdom of the world, and she's hoping that her and whole the world can get to the point that they can see a better future, a more colorful and more freedom, more happiness.
Wow. Wow.
The peacock behind it means the beauty and colorful world, and the birds is more freedom for the world.
Wow. Wow. Sophia, I got a question to you. When you see your mom painting things as beautiful and as big as these, what comes to your head? What do you think?
First of all, I could never paint anything as big as
Yet?
that.
You can't yet.
But whenever I see her paintings, it always encourages me to do one of my own, because I always feel like I could get up to her standard of painting.
Wow. Wow. It's a beautiful relationship going on
Thank
over here. A
you.
lot of positivity.
Thank you.
Love that. So not only that, I'm hearing you have your own business.
Yeah.
How old are you, first of all?
10.
10. Wow. I'm 38 and still don't have a business.
Hopefully soon.
So tell us about your business.
I have a tie-dye company on Instagram called
Okay.
Amused by S.
Ooh. Ooh. So that's your business right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell us more about it.
I don't know, I just love doing tie-dye shirts. And when you come to think of it, it sounds not easy, but when you do it, it's actually really fun and really easy. And whenever I do it, I always want to do as much as I can do, which is a lot.
Okay. Well, maybe one day you can do the same thing to her. You can go to one of her shirts and high five.
I try, but she doesn't let me at all.
Payback. Bigger hands.
True, I should do that.
Amazing, amazing. So what about you? Apparently, besides paintings, you have your own business going on as well?
Yes, I do. Actually, I'm one of those people that I really enjoy keeping myself very busy and use my time to the best. And during pandemic time, I focused more on my food business. It's used by M.
Okay.
And I wish I do it with lots of passion and my artistic touches.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you. And I'm trying to always keep myself busy, and I really enjoy just creating new dishes.
Okay.
And I'm sure you would love to try it.
Please, yes, yes.
Next
I
time.
mean, if these are your paintings, I can only imagine what the food will taste like.
Thank you.
Definitely.
It's
Well, it's a beautiful story taking place right here, very inspirational. And
Thank
I
you.
think a lot will be inspired to see these relationships in other families as well. With that being said, any last words to your viewers?
Yes, sure. I advise everyone to stay motivated, stay dedicated, and believe in yourself.
Beautiful. Sophia?
What I want to say is painting is really fun, it's very peaceful, and I think it's something everyone should try.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for being with us here on Bahrain Now. This has been a beautiful talk and very inspirational. Bless you all.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you for having us.
Definitely a pleasure. A beautiful story as we had Sophia and Mariam and Eliana behind the scenes, all taking place right here on Bahrain Now. Ladies and gentlemen, when love, creativity, and dedication, that's are the ingredients of what goes into a handmade things, we have Maafia Sultan, who is a self-taught Arabic calligrapher, who will be talking to us about her calligraphy art. Well, good evening, Maafia. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
Great, great. Your work is just phenomenal. It's beautiful. Everything I see here is just out of this world. It's over 9,000.
Thank
A
you.
lot of questions I would like to ask you, but tell us about yourself. I mean, so you're a calligrapher, and what do you work as well?
Yes, I am a teacher as well.
A teacher. What kind of teacher?
I am a mathematics teacher.
Math.
Yeah, which is totally opposite to my work, I think so, because the people, they don't think, in the beginning they were not thinking that you have written this, you wrote this. So when I showed them the paper, in the beginning when I showed to my colleagues or my friends, so they were saying that they encouraged me a lot, and they said that you have done a great job. So you just spread this over. So
Amazing.
that's
Amazing.
why.
Amazing. Not only a great job, a mashallah job, to be
Jazak.
honest with you. It's beautiful. Like what's going on right here is that how do you think math and calligraphy come together somehow? Or is it just two different worlds?
No, it's a two different things. I
Okay.
feel like, because the calligraphy is totally different than what we are teaching, but
Okay.
somehow we can relate. Like if somebody asked me to teach the calligraphy, so I can say that okay, we can have a class, or so we can teach and all that. But anyhow, like what I can say is we have to. I haven't taken some classes yet. But I am like in future I just wanted to take some classes over for to write, like we have lots of pattern in calligraphy, so I
Okay.
want to be perfect in that. I don't say that I'm perfect, but I am still learning. I'm not perfect, I'm still learning.
You're still learning.
I'm still
You
learning.
did not take any classes.
No, I'm a self-taught artist. And
Wow.
yes, I'm a self-taught artist, and I was really like, I wanted to learn in the beginning, but then I said that why not try, give it a try, and I shall do it. So during the lockdown, like when last year when there was a lockdown in Bahrain started and the school was off.
Right.
So I said that, okay, let's start writing. And when I started, I found happiness in that. Yeah, and so then I'm here, my work is, but still I'm learning a lot.
Okay. Wow. MashaAllah, that's definitely it. I mean, here's the thing. You just started last year?
I just started last in April.
April.
Yes.
The calligraphy art.
Yes.
So in 1 year,
Yes, it's been a year.
I could never guess that at all. Like if anybody would see this, they will think like it took her years of dedication, like 10 to 7 years. So what made you think that you want to start this? Like, do you love how the words look like in the Arabic language, or did you always want to be a calligrapher? So how did you start?
How I started my work is what inspired me. Actually, there was a Pakistani drama aired on television. The name was Alif.
Okay.
And in that, the person who was portraying the calligraphies and what is like, I was so inspired from him. And throughout the drama, I just saw him the way he portrayed, and I started recreating and redrawing it again and again until it becomes like I have a greater and a stronger grip on my skills.
Okay.
So I just thought that during the period of lockdown, I shall start, and then I started. But in beginning, like I was not perfect. I was not so perfect. But then everyone motivated me. My mother was the first one. She told me everyone's mother, they motivate their child.
Wow.
So
Wow.
my mother, she
Beautiful.
motivated me a lot, and here I am because of her.
I am just astonished that it took you 1 year, and still you're telling me you didn't take any classes at all.
I didn't take any classes, even though I wanted to take now. Now I want to take because I want to be perfect in this. Because now this Alif, if I tell you, it's there was a person, his name is Ibn Muqala.
Okay.
He have like his theory was to establish the dots. During dots, when you will draw the dots, their Alif will end. From 1 dot to 7 dots, Alif will end. You cannot go longer to that. So his theory is like that. So even I wanted to
Please,
show
of course,
you.
show me. I mean, I've been seeing this, like, I'm like,
Actually, these are some glossy papers.
Okay.
And if I wanted to show you, like this is an inkwell. So we draw like this too.
Okay. Okay. Amazing. Amazing. Can I hold one of these pens? Are they called a pen?
Yeah,
or?
sure. These are columns. These are
Qalam. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like out of a bamboo tree? Or?
Yeah, these are bamboo columns. Actually, there are lots of columns are there. Java columns, bamboo, and so many are there. So many. Hamdam kalam is there.
Hamdan
kalam is
Qalam.
there.
Okay. Wow.
So, but I have just ordered these from Pakistan.
Man.
So here, and I'm practicing, and I have like it's been a week that I'm practicing with Alif now. With kalam, I'm practicing.
Can you demonstrate? No, I'm really interested right now. I want to see. Like,
okay.
Show us your Alif.
This is inkwell. So here it is.
Okay. Okay.
And we have to, like Ibn Makala is
Alright.
he wants to keep 7 dots. 1.
Okay.
Okay, so these are 7 dots.
7 dots. Okay.
Now you're gonna start from here, and ending is here only. You cannot go longer to that.
We can't. Okay.
Okay, and the column it should be in 80 degree. That's where we
80
relate
degrees.
to mathematics here.
Oh, let me just start with a degree first.
Yeah,
and then
they're here
make sure
with
it goes to 80.
80 degree. So I have an idea, like I know where is
How
80
can
degree.
you have an idea? if
I
it's
have
80
an
or
idea
90?
where it is 80 degree. So I will just keep my column here.
Okay, here it
And
goes.
your little bit, it will go to left side.
It's like
And when it's gonna finish, your column should be like this.
interesting. It's like you're massaging the paper. I love that.
And the head of this will be here, little.
Oh,
That's how Aleph we write.
show it to camera 3. Let's go. Right there. Everybody
Okay.
would love to see that. Okay, so 7 dots, right?
Yeah,
And then for the next approach, it has to be like one line.
one line. And whenever your ending part should be little bit left side.
Okay.
I have started with pencils. I have
Right.
been using, just now I have received columns, but I have been using with pencils. 2 pencils I use that
Right.
have a distance of this much centimeter.
Wow. You even measured that part?
This is the smallest one is for when you write the scripts like this. Small.
Okay.
That is used for that.
Amazing. A lot of work, but very, very interesting. I mean, actually, I think I should give it a try myself.
Yeah,
Well,
I
here you
wanted
go.
you to try out.
Well, tell us about your paintings. I mean, like, it seems like you have some starting points going on there.
In the beginning, when I started on drawing on paper. Okay, slowly, gradually, like I have been shifted to canvas and
Okay.
then work. So here it's some like in the beginning I have started with some
Wow. From Ayatul Kursi.
Ayatul Kursi. I cannot write full Ayatul Kursi because that beginning part I don't want to have a very difficult thing. Just few things I started with. So I went through this, and the first one, like there are so many, but I just will show you this too. So here it is.
Wow. Wow. So this is amazing. I mean, so these are like your beginnings, right?
These are my beginnings on paper, but I'm just keeping it to myself.
Okay. And
As
for the TV, thanks.
for the TV.
Exclusive for Bahrain TV, Bahrain Now.
Okay.
Love this.
Thank you
So
very
with all
much.
that going on, and you're telling me it took you a year, so I don't think you're gonna stop, because these are like phenomenal work going on here. So I think your future plans are gonna be from classes, but is there more to it?
Yes, I will not stop this because now it become my hobby. It has become my hobby. I don't want to stop this, and I just want to learn more and more deep into this. And to my calligraphy, the name is Thuluth calligraphy. We say Thuluth calligraphy.
Say that again.
Thuluth calligraphy.
Thuluth calligraphy.
Calligraphy, yes.
Okay.
So as there are so many calligraphies, like if we start from like in our Prophet's time when there was
Right.
Quran revealed, so that it was written in Kufi's calligraphy.
The Kufi. Okay.
Yes, and that was in Iraq started.
Mm.
And we have so many, like we have this Diwani calligraphy, we
Okay.
have Naskh calligraphy.
Naskh.
Naskh is a little bit related to Thuluth calligraphy.
Okay.
So I know
Yeah.
I started with this.
So are we seeing different styles between the Kufi, Naskh, and Diwaniya, or is it one style right now that we were seeing?
I am writing only one. I want to start. I wanted to learn with Kufi's calligraphy. That
Okay.
are lines, more lines are there, so it's not that difficult. So I think I can learn that.
From the looks of it, of course.
I want to learn because teachers part, like we learn a lot of things on every year and all that. So I just want to learn more
Amazing.
and get
Amazing.
deep into this.
Are there certain teachers that you're inspired by right now that you want to follow their footsteps?
Teachers, I cannot say, but there are many calligraphers over the world. Like we have in Pakistan as well.
Okay.
We have in Bahrain as well.
Amazing.
And the most I was really inspired from the person who was in America. He converted to Islam. His name was Muhammad Zakaria.
Okay.
So he
Okay.
was the one, like he converted to Islam and he started his calligraphy, Arabic calligraphy.
Amazing, amazing. I mean, I know a story. I used to work for the Japanese embassy before. So one of the calligraphers.
One of the Japanese I saw.
You know the name?
Yeah, I know that Fuad Honda.
Fuad Honda, exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
So I know some calligraphers. They are very like good in that, and so I don't say that I am a perfect artist. No, I will never call myself. But it's a hidden talent. It's coming, and I just want to.
You're too humble.
Learn.
You're extremely humble. Well, beautiful artwork, and definitely shows some crazy potential. We can only imagine what's going to be the future for you. I mean, it is phenomenal right now and great. I can't even imagine how far you're going to go with this.
I wanted to go far a lot with this, with my parents.
Okay.
I want to go, and I want to work more and more in this.
Definitely.
I wanted to learn a lot.
Amazing, amazing. So with all that being said right now, any last words to your viewers?
Yes, I wanted to tell them if there's always beginning for everything, okay? And if you want to learn, you can learn at any stage, at any age level. You can learn a lot of things, because if there is an hidden talent inside you, go where it start, give it a try, and Allah will give you success in this.
Definitely, and this was definitely meant for you.
Yes.
Such a pleasure having you here on Bahrain Now. Much appreciated.
I'm also, thank you so much to be here and calling me here, and I really appreciate that you called me. It's honor to be here on your show.
The honor is all ours. Thank you so much for being with us here on Bahrain Now.
Welcome.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, only in 1 year, she managed to be this amazing calligrapher. More coming up in the future with Maafia, as we are here on Bahrain Now, taking this beautiful artwork to a next level. Well, everyone, I hope you all enjoyed that episode as much as I did. Don't forget to reach us out on our social media accounts shown below. And stay tuned for more happenings right here on Bahrain Now. I'm Bara Abdallah. Till next time, Bahrain. Good night and God bless.